Michael the Hurricane Show.
Welcome to episode 157 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where we will be recapping the New Orleans Saints 34-10 debacle against the Los Angeles Rams, where the Saints fall to 1-8. Yeah, that's a true thing. But at least we didn't miss an extra point today to lose us the game. Because why, Dad?
Because the Falcons, they suck so bad, they're finding new ways to lose football games.
Amen to that, man. Like, how you missed that kick, bro? Man, whatever. But yeah, Saints lose in SoFi Stadium. Shout out to y'all for having us. Unfortunately, it was a clown show today, and we'll get into that and a whole bunch more. First quarter, Rams outscored us 7-0. Second quarter, Rams outscored us 13-10. Third quarter, Rams outscored us 7-0. Fourth quarter, Rams outscored us 7-0. Let's go over the scoring summary. So, in the first quarter, with 6:18 to go, after the Saints had their first 3-and-out, the Rams go ahead and score a touchdown with Tyler Higbee for a 1-yard touchdown to go up 7-0. And then the second quarter was 11:28 after two more 3-and-outs by the Saints. Stafford throws a 3-yard touchdown to Davante Adams, because JaQuincy McKinstry is garbage. And yes, I said that name right. I'm no longer calling him Kool-Aid. He's lost that name.
He's got another name?
Nah, because his real name's JaQuincy. I'm calling him JaQuincy from here on out until he shows me something flavorful. But yeah. So yeah, then 7:50 left in the second. Blake Grupe had a 39-yard field goal. Yay, 13-3. But then with 6:22 left, Matthew Stafford throws the ball to Puka Nacua for a 39-yard touchdown because JaQuincy McKinstry does not know how to jump. So yeah, the Rams went up 20-3. And then Tyler Shough hit Juwan Johnson for a 7-yard touchdown. Or with 7 seconds left for an 11-yard touchdown. And make it 20-10 going into the half. And I'm like, okay, we got some momentum going. Yeah, scratch that. 5:14 left in the third. On the Rams' first possession of the second half, it took them to the 5-minute mark left of the quarter, and they scored a touchdown with Davante Adams, 4 yards, 27-10. And then it ended with 12:40 left in the game. Kyren Williams ran in a 1-yard touchdown to end the game 34-10. Now, let's get into some details. So Tyler Shough, 15 for 24, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And Taysom Hill was 0 for 1 because I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Tyler Shough, he didn't have that bad of a game. But this is the same thing we said with Spencer Rattler. Is that he was never having bad games. They just were never great games. And I feel bad. My heart goes out to Tyler Shough. My heart still goes out to Spencer Rattler. That they are getting a bad rap and they're going to have a losing record probably when they retire because they're starting their career on the New Orleans Saints that can't develop nobody. Juwan Johnson dropping the ball like usual. What else is new with him? Alvin Kamara fumbling the ball all over the place. What are you supposed to do with that? Cesar Ruiz getting hurt, like always. So yeah, I know you hardly watch the game, but is there anything you got to say about Shough or that one pass Taysom Hill did because this man threw the ball to the dirt for some reason?
It's something that you kind of expected. It's Tyler Shough's first career game, but the guy did have played 7 years of college football, so you think he would, know what he's doing out there. His numbers are all right. They're, a Spencer Rattler good day. There's no distinction between these two quarterbacks. We talked about it in the preseason. They're like the same guy at this point in their careers. They're gonna put up the same numbers. The thing I go to, and we talk about it every week, is the differential between the passes and the runs. And again, it was evident here. But the Rams had the ball like the whole game. So I kind of give them a little pass for not running the ball as much because you didn't have enough opportunities to either run or pass. Tyler Shough threw the ball 24 times and they ran it 14 times. That's not a whole lot of plays. So defense, y'all got to get off the field. there's a problem with this defense, and it's got to be fixed soon.
Yeah, it's like with Chuck, I'm not gonna. You see, this is weird. Like, if you're the Saints, you're gonna have the first pick next year. That's inevitable. So what do you? I think you have to take a quarterback at this point. It's like, but the thing is, you can't. The Saints are in a sticky situation. It's like I don't know what they should do at this point. It's like Tyler Shuck showed promise. Like that 2-minute drill against the Rams, that was a pretty good drill. But now let's get to the running game because this is what I want to attack. Taysom Hill, 4 carries for 30 yards, 7.5 yards a carry. Dad, did you know do you know what happened the first 3 possessions of the New Orleans Saints?
They went 3 and out.
3 and out every single time. We had to give the ball to Taysom for us to get our first down, and that came in the second quarter. Why do the Saints win the coin toss? And you know what? The Saints win the coin toss. We want the ball first. Why? To go 3 and out? That point, you should. Whatever. Alvin Kamara, 6 carries, 14 yards. I got some for you. We trash brothers. Amen, Kai. I got some for you, Alvin Kamara, when I get done the next couple of names. Devin Neal, 3 carries, 11 yards. Tyler Shuck, 1 carry, 2 yards. Kamara, and I mean this as a fan of the New Orleans Saints, get off the team. I'm dead serious. You are washed. This man be fumbling the ball every game.
But he had a long of 3 yards though today.
Oh wow!
You don't like that?
No. This man was outran by Blake Corum.
Who?
Blake Corum, the Rams' backup. Get off the team, Kamara. And I'm saying this as a fan of the Saints. I'm saying that as I'm still a fan of you. I still like Kamara. But this man fumbles the ball too much. It's the third quarter. You're down by 17. If you score a touchdown, you're only down 10. Maybe you can make some. And then you go ahead and fumble the ball. Then all the momentum because you were driving too. Tyler Shuck just made a good pass to Juwan Johnson who actually caught the ball. Weirdly enough, I know that sounds, I know, freaking crazy. That was news to me too that Juwan Johnson had hands. But then the next play, Kamara's going to fumble the ball. The Saints have... What?
You know what's even more news to me?
What?
We ain't got to the receivers yet, but Brandon Cooks had 2 catches today, bro.
Oh my God!
Stop the presses. My boy caught more than 1 pass. Come on.
Oh wow! Yeah, we'll get to that.
Back, Brandon, run it back.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like Kamara. It's like Look, I know he said if the Saints trade him, he's going to be drinking a pina colada somewhere. I'll buy you the pina colada if it makes you leave. Like, and look, I have nothing against you as a personal level. I like watching you play football, or at least I did. You're washed. Like, the Saints have turned the ball over 10 times in the last 3 games. That is 7 more turnovers than games played in the last 3.
Look at the
bright side. That should not be happening.
There's a bright side. You want to hear it?
That the season eventually ends?
Yeah, that too. And Alvin Kamara's longest run today was 3 yards. But he caught the ball 1 time for 3 yards.
Oh my God.
That's an explosion right there, son.
Yep, it's an explosion, all right. The only thing that's exploding is my eyes watching this team. But yeah, the running game's trash. Devin Neal outran Kamara. I know Kamara technically had more rushing yards than Devin Neal, but Devin Neal had a better game than Kamara did. Let's talk about these receivers, man, if you even want to call them that, because usually receivers catch ball. I don't think they're receivers, because in order to be a receiver, you got to catch ball. But they don't know how to catch ball, so they're not receivers. Rashid Shaheed, he had some good plays, but it's like, I mean, Shuck kind of overthrew him, which could have been a touchdown, but to be fair, he was also getting a little bit, like, beating up on the route, but it's whatever. 5 catches for 68 yards for Sheed. Chris Olave, your number one wide receiver, the guy that's supposed to bloom with the new quarterback. 3 catches for 57 yards. Yep. Juwan Johnson, 3 catches, 31 yards and a touchdown. He had a cool touchdown, which I know, freaking news to me too. But with him, you know what I'm about to say. You already know it. That man dropped the ball too much.
Dropped the ball.
You knew that was coming. This man can't hang on to the ball. Like, I will personally glue the ball to this man's hands so he can't drop. It is 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. The game's already over, but it's 3rd and 4. You're down by 24 points. The least you can do is catch the ball, right? 3rd and 4. Tyler Shuck throws a pass. It wasn't a beautiful pass, but it was a pretty good pass. It hit this donkey in the hands. And this man, the Ram player, just did this to the football. Then he drops the thing. Yeah. Let's see. Kai said, I say trade everybody, tear it down, and much love to AK-41, but he needs to go play for a contender. The Saints are chicken tenders, but this team is in need of a full rebuild. That's the other thing, too.
That's what I said last week.
Yeah, the trade deadline is this Tuesday. I better see at least 15 players traded. At least 15.
15?
At least.
Let's go for 20. Come on.
No, the Saints going to break a record for the most players traded in one day. Because, boy, the entire team needs to go.
Go strong or go home.
No, like, bro, you had to make a 68-yard field goal, which is now an NFL record today. And we got to watch Blake Grupe. Grupe didn't miss a kick, but to be fair, he didn't have that many kicks to kick. Grupe, sometimes I pray if he can make a 37-yarder. But yeah, you got guys making a 68-yarder. So, I mean, trade everybody. Trade the quarterbacks. Trade the running backs. Trade the receivers. Trade for a whole new team. Trade Mickey Loomis, too. Trade him, too.
Please.
Trade him, too.
Trade Gayle Benson, too. All of them.
Because, you know, he's going to be in that box, or he's going to be in that box, smacking his gum, being like this. Man. You know what would be good right now? If Dennis Allen was our head coach. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fire Kellen Moore today. And I'm going to go ahead and call Chicago. And I'm going to force them to give it back to Dennis Allen. I guarantee you we'll win the Super Bowl that way. I guarantee you. You know, because this man loves kissing every single ass part of Dennis Allen. He's like, man, I could really use some Dennis Allen right now. You know what? After the season, I'm called Chicago, and they better give me Dennis Allen back. This man, just because you have the name of a mouse, don't mean you gotta think like a mouse. Yeah. I didn't even finish the receivers yet. Brandon Cooks, 2 catches for 16 yards. Wow.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara, 1 catch for 3 yards. Devin Neal, 1 catch for 1 yard. I said 1 yard. It's like it was freaking poor. No, it's 1 yard. How you feel about these receivers?
I mean, we didn't do jack today, man. We didn't throw the ball. We didn't run the ball. We didn't catch the ball. I mean, it was just, the Rams had the ball pretty much 3/4 of the game, it looks like. I mean, we don't have no stats. I mean, what is Olave doing? What is Shaheed doing? I mean, they're supposed to get some catches. They're out wide receiver 1 and 2. What are they doing?
I want to know what they be doing in practice. That's what I want to know. You're telling me that you have a whole week to prepare. And yet this is like, okay, look, the Pelicans, we trash. Okay? We 0-6. We probably can go 0-82 because we're the Pelicans. But at least they can say They only get like 1 or 2 days to warm up. Y'all get a whole week. And this is the performance y'all do. You have played in 9 games. And you've only have 1 win. It's week 9. Stop being so bad.
They can't, bro. They are just trash. Can we say it now? Can we say the T word? They trash. We trash.
Bro, the Titans almost beat the Chargers today.
Son, that jersey you wearing, that's trash. We're gonna have to burn it.
For real. But man, look. Back in, what was it, 2001? I don't know. When Jim Mora was the head coach, he was like, playoffs? I'd be happy if we can win a game. That's my motive for the rest of the season. It's like, man, forget playoffs, forget the vision, forget winning a game. At this point, we play the Panthers on Sunday. You'd be like, the Panthers, they beat Packers, but they only put up 16 points, right? I still won't be surprised if the Panthers drop 30 on our heads. Because you know what? The Saints are so bad. So trash. There's a reason why people only pick. Well, there's a reason why Vegas only had your favorite against the Jets. And honestly, I don't even know if you're going to beat the Jets.
Nope.
Thank the Lord for the Giants' existence. Because if it wasn't for them, we would be 0-9 right now. Anyways, now let's talk about this pathetic defense. And I'm going to say the same thing that I said about the receivers. I don't know if you can call them a defense. Like, these pathetic group of losers out there got destroyed. Like, the Rams are open every play. I can't name you one good play I saw out of this bunch of losers.
Alontae Taylor with that hit in the backfield.
Yeah. Yeah, then the next play, what happens? Alontae Taylor gets cut.
First down.
Carl Grant, no, wrong name. No, I'm going to get to him later. Justin Reed, 7 tackles, 6 assists. You were supposed to be our biggest acquisition in free agency. And yet, you blocked the field goal. I'll give you that. If you even got it, I don't know. They were showing you after the kick was missed. But, brother in Christ, you suck. I'm just going to leave it at that. You suck. Alontae Taylor, 5 tackles, 3 assists. He showed a little bit of heart. But also another thing. Whenever the Saints, I'm saying this to the Saints directly. Whenever it's a 4th or 3rd down, that don't mean you have to hold them. Just because we say hold them to off the field does not mean you literally grab them by the shirt and start holding them. Just because we're like, okay, hold them. That's not literally mean hold them. Just because we're like, hold them to a field goal. That don't mean you hold them by the shirt. It's 4th down, and this man, JaQuincy, gets holding.
Come on, JaQuincy. Chill out.
Oh, my gosh, bro. And then on like 1st or 2nd and goal, Alontae Taylor gets holding. It's like, this is the most I've seen more discipline in a sack of trees than I have from this team. Jonas Sanker. He was meh. 5 tackles, 3 assists. Demario Davis was meh. 4 tackles, 9 assists. JaQuincy McKinstry, 3 tackles, 4 assists. And if y'all wondering, no, I'm not saying the wrong name. I'm calling this man JaQuincy until he does something flavorful. Kool-Aid has flavor. JaQuincy ain't got no flavor. Boring player gets the boring name. Anyways, Chase Young, 2 tackles, and he got a sack. Oh, wow. Jonah Williams, 2 tackles, 1 assist, and a sack. And I'm pretty sure he's a former Ram, too. I'm pretty sure, so that's something. Carl Granderson recorded 2 tackles today, and you're supposed to be our premier edge rusher. Pete Werner, 1 tackle, 1 assist. That's nice. Danny Stutzman, 1 tackle, 7 assists. Cool. Nathan Shepard. Buddy, oh buddy, 1 tackle, 1 assist for good old Nathan. Chris Rumpf II, 1 tackle, 4 assists, for what that's worth. Jonathan Buller, 2 assists. Devon Godchow, 6 assists. Jordan Howden, 1 assist. Cameron Jordan got his little 1 assist. I forgot you were even on the team, to be honest with you. Terrell Burgess, 2 assists. How do you feel about this? I'm not even going to call it defense because defense defends. No.
Yep.
What do you These people, what do you have to say about them?
These people are awful. I mean, even the guys we count on, the Mario Davises, they sucked today. I mean, they really did. They got pushed all over. They look unprepared. I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, you're trying to win your second game of the year and you come out there unprepared? Really? Professional football players? I don't understand. This coaching staff needs to take a look at what they're doing and do something else. I don't know. Do something else, bro. Do something else.
This is pathetic. It's like, y'all, you see, the thing is, even when we had Dennis Allen, at least we could say the defense was solid under him. Brandon Staley, when we hired you, I was like, okay, maybe we can work with this. The only thing you're working right now is my blood pressure. Watching these goons go out there and call themselves a defense. Everybody was open on the Rams. Everybody. JaQuincy got killed by Puka. Puka Nacua mossed the living crap out of him. Like, every time the Saints look like they're about to get a stop. Like, the Saints stopped them on 4th down. This man McKinstry's out here holding them by the shirt. And then when the ref throws a flag, he's like, ref, what do you mean, ref? Ref! Ref! Like, what do you mean, what do you mean? Nah. And then the Saints get a sack on Matthew Stafford, and they claim they forced the fumble, even though everybody saw that knee was down. So it's 3rd and 11, though. You can't stop at 3rd and 11, right? Nope, Devontae Adams wide open for 30 yards. Oh, but we weren't expected to beat the Rams. That's the problem. Right there. You're not expected to beat the Rams. There was a reason why you were 14.5-point underdogs coming into today.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Do you not see how that's a problem? But nah, as long as y'all get your money, y'all good. I think there should be a rule. You only get paid after every win. Nah, that's pathetic. Let's talk about these special teamers, if you even want to call them that. Rashid Shaheed, 1 kick return for 29 yards, 1 punt return for 9 yards, and Blake Grupe was 1 for 1, 100%. He made the 39-yard kick and scored 4 points. Yay! And Kai Kroger, 4 punts, 184 yards, 46 yards a punt, 2 inside the 20. MVP. Kai Kroger, the MVP. So, how you think about these this special teams? If you like, the Saints sucked on offense, defense, and special teams today. That's fun. So yeah,
I mean, you just said it. Let's give Kroger the MVP award. Let's just move on. Everything else was not so special.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the Rams. A competent football team, a football team that will be playing meaningful football in January. Matthew Stafford, 24 for 32, 281 yards, 4 touchdowns. Your defense got dragged for 60 minutes by a guy who is almost 40. And you let this man throw not 1, not even 2, not even 3, but 4 of them things? At least get like an interception or 2 to make it somewhat reasonable. But no. You can't get a pick. You know why you can't get a pick? Because you got JaQuincy out there guarding him. Asante Samuel's still out there in free agency, but you're not budging. Like, did Asante Samuel die? Like, is he dead?
Nope.
Call his phone. Call his phone right now. Call him. So how do you feel about Stafford today? There's only one correct answer about how you feel about him today.
Well, you look at Stafford's numbers, and those are the numbers of a premier franchise starting quarterback. So, numbers that we have not seen on a stat line all year long from the Saints. The 24 for 32. I mean, he had more completions, as many completions as Tyler Shuck had attempts. So that just goes to show you something right there. And 4 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, that's just getting it done. That's at another level. And like I said, if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you need to get one. So if that means using that first pick in the NFL draft you a franchise quarterback, you have to do it. You can't fall back. Well, we got these 2 young guys. We want to see if we can develop. No, you got to get that franchise quarterback. Got to.
Yep. I mean, the numbers speak for itself. Men lie, women lie, numbers, they don't lie, my friend. Matthew Stafford just baked us like a Thanksgiving turkey. Anyways, let's talk about the running game of the Rams. The one thing that we were able to say this season is at least we can stop the run decently. We couldn't even do that. Kyren Williams, 25 carries, 114 yards, 4.6 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Blake Corum, I don't know if you saw this, but there was one play where this man ran the ball backwards for 5 yards, and he still got 4 positive yards out of it. You know why? Because the defensive linemen, they see a Ram player, and they just lose their brains. Blake Corum got 13 carries for 58 yards. Blake Corum had more rushing yards, and he's the Rams' backup running back. And he had more yards than the Saints running backs combined with Alvin Kamara and Devin Neal. In fact, actually, if you want to include Taysom Hill and Tyler Shuck, Blake Corum had more rushing yards than the Saints combined. And he's their backup. Oh my God.
They actually had 2 running backs. Both of them rushed for more than the Saints rushed for.
But the thing is, okay, Kyren Williams, he's a great running back. I mean, I don't like it, but okay, I understand him going crazy. But you let their backup running back, this Michigan small scrub, get 58 yards, which is more rushing yards than you had as a football team. Not just 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys, 4. Did they just fumble that ball? No, this man had more rushing yards than the Saints did. And the Saints had 4 guys run the ball. And he had more yards than the Saints did as a team. And Puka Nacua, 1 carry, 3 yards. Matthew Stafford, 4 carries, -4 yards because of Neal plays. So how you feel about the Rams running game against our sorry behinds?
I mean, that's a stat line you want, like the Kyren Williams, 25 carries for 114 yards. That's what Kamara used to do, but he doesn't do it anymore. I don't know if he's he injured or something, or if it's just Kellen Moore and
it's everything.
His offensive coordinator buddy there. They're just not running the ball, and they're not feeding their guys. The Rams, they fed their guys today.
Yeah, what's damn Slim South? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, Slim South says we got deep issues within the organization. That's another point too, and we kind of talked about this earlier. Mickey Loomis, it's like, okay, for a long time, all right, the Saints were a good football team. You had Drew Brees, Sean Payton. It's pretty easy to be good when you have a good coach and a good quarterback. You were drafting well even. You drafted Colston in the 7th round. You drafted Michael Thomas in the 2nd round. You drafted guys like Reggie Bush, what's his name? Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara. Got some defensive playmakers. Marshawn Lattimore. You drafted Trey Hendrickson. But when Sean Payton walked out that dang door, we saw all the issues come out. We saw all of them that were always hiding behind that black screen. And Gail Benson, she's not going to do anything about it. You know why? Because we're a family. We are the New Orleans Saints, and we're a family. You just saw the Dolphins fire their general manager a couple days ago. And he's been with that team for a long time as well. You see, all of these teams don't play with this. All of these teams don't talk this mess. All of these other teams, they don't, like, if the GM's doing terrible, they'll fire him. Not the Saints. Nope. Not the Saints. Because you know why? We're a family. Gail Benson, I respect you as a human. I respect you as a person. But you should not be the owner of my football team. I'm telling, if I am saying this, and I'm just watching these games on my TV screen, and you are in the booth, you should see the same bullcrap, or are you too blind to see it? Mickey Loomis, he's just going to be smacking his gum, and I said this earlier, he's going to be smacking his gum. Man, I'm doing a great job. You know what I want to do? The first overall pick in the draft? Let's draft Dennis Allen. No. I don't care. We're going to draft Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen is not draft eligible.
He won't care. Honestly, he probably would trade the first overall pick for Dennis Allen.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Gail Benson just inherited with Tom Benson left. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like Tom Benson, I don't even think would have played this mess. It's like,
nope.
It's like a whole thing. It's like, I'm just lost for words at this point. It's like, this is going to be the 50. Look, unless Jesus comes down from heaven and gives you all the miracles, you're not making the playoffs this season. You're 1-8. You're playing the Panthers on Sunday. They just had a pretty good win against Green Bay. We thought last year was bad when we were 2-7. Well, guess what? We were better last year. Now, look, I'm still going to give Kellen Moore the benefit of the doubt because we've seen over time how some good coaches start off with terrible teams. I'm giving him this year and next year. Maybe, depending on how we do next year. But, yeah. His granddaughter knows more sports than Gail, Rita LeBlanc. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, let's get back to these Rams receivers. Puka Nacua, 7 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown. That's a number 1 receiver right there. That's a number 1 receiver. But we got good old Chris. Everybody hates Chris. Now I know why that's a freaking meme. You know, I saw something last week where there was rumors about Chris Olave possibly getting a 4-year, $77 million contract. And I looked at that and I'm like, excuse me? $77 million? So we just giving up. Bro, you would be better off flushing that money down the toilet than giving it to Chris. This man catches a pass. This man caught 1 pass. This man got targeted like 1 or 2 times that entire first half. This man can't create separation. Puka Nacua can. Puka Nacua destroyed JaQuincy's entire career. This man played football at Alabama. I'm thinking he's the best cornerback in college football. This man gets to the NFL. You don't know what he's doing. I don't know if it's a sophomore slump or what. Fix your bullcrap. Devontae Adams, 5 catches, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. They got a dynamic duo. We don't even got a dynamic single. Terrence Ferguson, 2 for 54. Didn't even know who he was. Davis Allen. Of course, his name's D.A. Davis Allen, 3 catches, 37 yards. Tyler Higbee, 3 for 13 and a touchdown. Xavier Smith, 2 for 12. Colby Parkinson, 2 for 10. How do you feel about these Rams receivers going up against this Swiss cheese pushover secondary?
Well, the top two guys did what they do as number one and number two receivers on a football team.
The Rams have two number ones. The Rams have two number ones. We don't even have one number one.
The rest of the guys, they didn't do too much because they didn't have to do too much. Why? Because the Rams ran them down our throat all game long. So that's it. The first one, the one and one guy, I'm not gonna say two because they're both ones. The one and one guys, they handled their business. Everybody else, didn't have to do anything.
Look, their receivers is just the thing that pisses me off the most is the Saints don't even try. Okay? The amount of times that they were open, it's like that you and I could have probably hit those throws because they were that open. It's like, why? Brandon Staley, I got a question for you. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Los Angeles Rams. Why are you having your cornerbacks drop like 9 yards in the coverage on a 3rd and 4, which gives Davante Adams every opportunity to run hit? Staley defense is trash. Honestly, that's being disrespectful to the trash. They're beyond trash. They're beyond trash. They're beyond trash. Nah. You see, that's being disrespectful to this thing. I'm sorry, trash. She did not mean it. No, that's being disrespectful to trash. Bro, I'm pretty sure a rotten wooden tree bark could run this team better than Mickey can. And Brandon Staley can call deep. Like, we hired you to fix this defense, not make the whole thing worse.
And it's gotten worse. It has.
Like, if we were just gonna do that, bro, we like at this point, even why even have a defensive coordinator if they're not gonna coordinate nothing? Like, what do you do? It's 3rd and 4. Why are your cornerbacks dropping 10 yards in the coverage? That's not no 3rd and 14. And on 3rd and 11, you still give that bull crap. Like, what are we doing here? Football ain't rocket science. If I'm saying this and I'm a fan, what do y'all be going over in film study? What? Do y'all just be watching the Titanic? Is that your film study?
Titanic, he said.
I mean, hey, this ship is sinking.
Big
like, that's why I'm wearing black pants right now. Because we're witnessing the funeral of the New Orleans Saints. They're on life support right now. And honestly, that's me being generous to this team. We're probably past that life support. We were on life support back in week 6. We are 9 games into the season. And I know, we some garbage. But we are 9 games into the season, and I still have yet to know what we have in any of the quarterbacks. I still have yet to see the defense play with potential.
Look at the bright side, Mikey. We have 8 more games left.
There is no light at the end of the tunnel. That I'm sorry.
That 8 games left, boy. We got to find a quarterback in 8 games. Watch.
If anything, that makes me more sad.
We're going to see what Tyler Shough can do in 8 games.
That's if he doesn't retire before then.
He might call the media up around him and just announce his retirement. He might do that. Yeah.
Man, I feel so bad for Tyler Shough that he's going to get a bad rap to start his career because he's playing with these buffoons offensively. Bright side, my boy, positive. You know what? Yeah, I'll be positive. Here's what I can positively say. I can positively say, we're some trash. I can say with the most positivity I can, I hate Mickey Loomis.
With a smile on your face, huh?
I'm positive with that. I'm positive I don't like Mickey Loomis. I'm positive with that. Is that as positive as you want me to be? Man, we are 9 games into the season, and we have 1 win. Thank the Lord for the New York Giants' existence. We are 1-9 for crying out loud. And I guarantee you the Saints will do something stupid. I guarantee you this is what's going to happen. The Saints are going to lose, and they're going to keep losing. Then they're going to play against the Titans, right? They're going to play against the Titans in Week 17. I think that's when we play them. It's either going to be Titans or the Jets. They're going to beat the Titans, and then they're going to beat the Jets. So we're going to finish 3-14, and probably not even get the number 1 pick. So we're going to have to hope that the good God, Seattle just scored a touchdown on some buffoonery. That's nice. I wish we could do that. But anyways, like I'm saying, we are some trash. And like I said, that's being disrespectful to the trash. That, like, honestly, me saying that we could, like, if you have the Saints, just beat Atlanta. That's our Super Bowl this season. Look, if we beat Atlanta, I'm cool with it. But that's still not going to change the fact that everybody's getting paid millions of dollars to blow it. Let's get on to this Rams defense, because they're actually a defense. Cameron Kitchens, 4 tackles. Emmanuel Forbes Jr., former first-round pick, 3 tackles, 1 assist, and an interception. I remember those days when Washington wanted him gone. And now he's out here catching picks because, he just can. Cameron Curl, 3 tackles, 1 assist. Quentin Lake had himself 2 tackles. Omar Speights, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Kobe Durant, 1 tackle. Byron Young, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Kobe Turner, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Freaking Jalen McAuliffe, 1 tackle. Braden Fisk, 1 tackle, 2 assists, and a sack. Tyler Davis, 1 assist. Josiah Stewart, 1 assist. Nate Landman, 5 assists. And also recovered that fumble because, Kamara can't hang on nothing to save his life. Jared Verse, 1 assist, and Puna Ford, 4 assists. So how do you feel about the Rams defense today against this trash offense?
I would say they had a pretty good showing because they held the Saints to 10 points. Every team holds the Saints to 10 points. I mean, that's no big whoop.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. I mean, we scored 3 points, a couple weeks ago or whatever. And, yeah, so, I mean, they did what they had to do. Nothing flashy. Got 1 pick, but pretty much, got us 3 and out like all game long. So, I don't know if it was great defense or just more of Saints being the Saints, but y'all have to decide on that.
Look, it gets to a point. Look, I understand we all have our bad days. I understand that. But if you go into work 9 straight days and you can only have 1 good day, there's an issue. That's an issue. And for the people in the back who can't hear me, that's an issue. Good God. But Mikey, we weren't expected to beat the Rams. That's the problem. I'm not saying you got to beat everybody 70-0. But what I need you is to not be the worst Saints team in a while. It's like they're making the 1980 Saints look like the freaking 2020 Chiefs. It's like, since that no call happened, the only time we beat the Rams was 1 time, and the only reason we beat the Rams is because they had someone named Bryce freaking Perkins starting that game. Well, he didn't start that game. Stafford got hurt. But since no call, you've really never beaten the Rams. So, I don't know what we have to do to reverse the curse. But we're cursed. And it's not going to stop. Maybe Mickey Loomis made a deal with the devil, like what's his name? Joe Namath did. Maybe Mickey Loomis said that, or promised the devil his soul or whatever for that 2009 Super Bowl, but we cannot win anything until he dies or something. I don't know if that's what he did. But boys, it makes no sense how one has a brain and they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pay Juwan Johnson $30 million to drop passes. And he's the only one that scored a touchdown today. The entire offense should be ashamed that Juwan Johnson scored the only touchdown for the Saints. But it is what it is. Rams special teams. Xavier Smith, 2 punches for 11 yards. Joshua McCarty was 0 for 1, scored 4 points. I would usually do my kick the ball rants, but they didn't even need to kick the ball. You know why? You don't need to kick the ball when you can just get into the end zone. Let's see, Juwan, a.k.a. Mr. Tick. Yeah, that's... this man a TikTok influencer now. You know what I gotta say to his career on the NFL? TikTok. Pun intended.
Count
Yes.
down.
Ethan Evans, 2 punts for 100 yards, 50 yards, 1 set 20. All right, let's talk about these team stats. Saints, 224 total yards, 167 passing, 57 rushing. You were outscored by the Rams' backup running back, or outran by the backup running back. The Saints averaged 5.6 yards per play. They got 10 first downs. The first 3 drives, 3 and out. 3 and out. And can you guess it? 3 and out. And then, also, I don't think I brought this up yet. Why on a 4th and 1 from the 7-yard line? Look, I love Taysom. I do. But why on a 4th and 1 at the 7-yard line of the Rams are you having Taysom Hill run the ball up the middle out of shotgun formation? If it was 3rd and 1, maybe, because you still have that 4th down play. But it is 4th and 1. Juwan Johnson, not Juwan. Taysom Hill, he good. But you have Tyler Shuck. There was actually a point in the game on the 4th drive after all of our 3 and outs. Taysom Hill was the quarterback for 3 plays in a row. If you didn't have that much confidence in Tyler Shuck, why you draft him then? The Saints were 2 for 9. 9 on 3rd down. Just like it is week 9 and the Saints only have 1 win. It's week 9. Stop being so bad. 0 for 2 on 4th downs. Are you serious? Y'all ran 40 total plays. Y'all allowed 1 sack. Yay! You punted the ball 4 times. You had 5 penalties for 33 yards, and I guarantee you every single penalty came on either a 3rd or 4th down. Because every single time the Saints hold them to a 4th down, you know what we got to do now? Hold them. Got to hold them to their jersey rips. Who's calling plays? Moore and Nussmeier? I think it's Kellen Moore. And I can't even blame the play calling today. Like, there were some good play calls in there. Like, the 4th and 1 decision I don't agree with. But, like, at the end of the half, those were some great play calls. Like, the 3rd quarter before Kamara fumbled the ball, he got it to where Tyler Shuck could throw the ball accurately to Juwan Johnson. I can't even blame the play calling today. Like, you can blame the coaches just like you can blame the quarterback, but it's not going to matter when you don't got guys. Like, it's not Kellen Moore's fault that Alvin Kamara has sticky fingers. It's not his fault that Juwan Johnson can't catch the ball. Well, I guess it is technically his fault because you shouldn't have Juwan Johnson in the game to begin with. But you got to get your money worth somehow, right? Saints lost the fumble and threw an interception. Had the ball for 16 minutes and 7 seconds. Dad, there's 15-minute quarters. If there's 4 quarters of football, 15 minutes each, and you had the ball for... That means you only had the ball worth a quarter and a minute.
Or you can look at it another way. There's 60 minutes in a football game. and the Rams had the ball for almost 44 of those minutes. That's a long ass time. That's a long ass time for you not to have the ball, too. So what does that mean? That means your defense is being drugged up and down the field. You can't get off the field on third and fourth downs. That's what that means. That means you getting penalties to extend drives all game long. So, I mean, you got to even try, kind of give the offense a pass in this game because your defense was so bad.
Yeah, it's weird. Last week, the thing is, the Saints, they can never be on the same page. Last week, the story was you can't blame the defense because the offense was so bad. This week, it's you can't blame the offense because the defense. Like, are you bipolar? Like, what? You just can't play as a team? It's like, y'all are grown men. Figure it out. I should not be having to be the one to tell you this. I should be here sitting up with my legs up, mountain high, as the Saints are have 5 or 6 wins right now. But instead, we sit in here wondering our life choices and wondering why this team is so bad. And I'm telling you from the exact blueprint why. You know why? The Rams had 3 scoring drives where they had 10 or more plays ran. The Rams, like I said, 15 minutes in the third quarter. The Saints' first possession in the third quarter came with 5 minutes left. That means their first drive, they took 10 minutes up. How do you even do that? Whatever. Rams, 438 total yards, 267 passing, 171 rushing, because the Saints defense can't stop a freaking parked car with no wheels and with no gas. Rams had 5.7 yards per play. 30 first downs compared to our 10. They had 20 more first downs than we did. They were 7 for 14 on third downs. And I don't even think that's counting the ones where we just gave them because of penalties. I don't even think that's counting. The Rams were 2 for 2 on fourth downs. 77 total plays ran compared to our 40, by the way. They allowed 2 sacks. They punted the ball 2 times. 3 penalties for 32 yards. And had the ball for 43 minutes and 53 seconds. And also, speaking of penalties, it is 4th and 1 again in the second quarter on that same drive where Taysom Hill got you your first down in the entire game in the second quarter, by the way. It's 4th and 1. Saints are going for it. They try to do a pitch to Kamara. Nope. Can't do that. You know why? False start. Offense. It's I'm telling you, the Saints are allergic to 3rd or 4th downs on offense and defense. Because every time they see the 3 or the 4, they lose their brains, they lose their minds, and they just commit penalties. It makes no sense. The Saints only had 5 penalties, and I guarantee you at least 4 of them came on a 3rd or 4th down because the Saints can't do nothing on 3rd or 4th down. They can't do nothing at all. So, yeah. Saints lose. What do you freaking do? Do you have anything else to add?
Nope. I think we're good. Let's put this one to bed. There's going to be better days in the future.
With Mickey Loomis as the GM? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, the Saints' next game is Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. Yep, I can't wait to make Bryce Young look elite. Can't wait for that. But yeah, hold on. Let's give a shout out to the people that were in here real quick. Shout out to the Nola Chop Podcast 84, and shout out to Slim South 504. Yep, and touchdown. Nope. Yeah. Okay. That we're gonna find you
on Mic'd Up YouTube channel and on Hurricane Mike Show every week.
Slim South says the way it looks, we'll have a top 3 pick in the draft. Nah, screw top 3. The way it looks, we finna have the top 1 pick in the draft. I can't wait to draft somebody with the first overall pick for them not to be even on the team in 5 years. But yeah, just gotta The inevitable. But anyways, yeah, you can also find me at Hurricane Mike, Kyle Phelps, and Kiwi Who That's Work Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell on, and all that good stuff. And we're gonna leave them as always with a who dat, and don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon fan. They can't even make an extra point to win a game.
Yep. Generous, that's fine. Yep. Can't do that.